It's been a long time since I played a good point-and-click puzzle game. Wait. Let me retract that statement. It's been a long time since I played a good point-and-click puzzle game that really stumped me. I mean stumped for days, even with hints turned on. Granted, I don't play that many point-and-click adventure games in general, however, I do love to play those escape the room type games that you can find for free pretty much anywhere on the internet. So I'm definitely no stranger to a hard point-and-click. We've had good recent puzzle games such as Lily Looking Through and the Walking Dead Telltale franchise. While both games are enjoyable and I highly recommend them, they are not what I would personally call difficult. They can be hard at times, but not like Monkey Island hard. Not like keyboard breakingly hard.
Yeah?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
We haven't really had one that requires more thought than just randomly clicking around until you get it. Sure, every game after a while they've been out, you can just look up walkthroughs on how to get past a tough spot. But that is just cheating, and you know if you find yourself doing this a lot, you might as well just watch the game on YouTube and watch somebody else that's better than you beat it. However, the difficulty here didn't always make sense. The game isn't immune from the curse of point-and-click logic. There are some areas where the challenge didn't come from what you needed to do, but rather how the game wanted you to do it. I could point out some areas that I knew exactly what I needed to do to move forward, but the game put some arbitrary glass wall in my way that forced me to find some way to walk around it even though I could see right through it. Although this is something that happens in most point-and-click games though, where the events fall in lines with the views of the creator but not with the views of the player. Honestly, normally in these games you just deal with it because once you beat it, you look back and you can understand exactly why everything was done in the way that it was done.
Gretchen Stern, my shop manager. She's efficient and intelligent, very good at what she does. Unfortunately, she can act overly familiar at times. I don't need mothering or girlfriending. Or anything for that matter.
Tell you what though, Moebius Empire Rising is one of those point-and-click adventure puzzle games that makes it actually fun to watch for the person sitting next to you as well as the person playing the game, because the game allows you to judge people. Yes, this game encourages you to judge people, and it's actually a pretty unique idea. I've seen games that let you analyze items and locations, but I've never seen a game that lets you analyze people. You can't do this to everyone you meet, but almost everyone that means anything in terms of progressing in a story, you can basically judge them. Judging people allows you to see what you can do with that person and what you can get from that person. This isn't always required, however. You can always just try to figure out what the person wants without figuring them out by judging them. How are you gonna do this though? I don't know. Magic? I personally actually enjoyed them, even though I had to guess at a couple of them. However, I would have liked it if the game allowed you to fail at these. You simply can't get them wrong. If you submit a wrong guess, you just get a message that basically says, that was wrong, try again. And it never really has any consequence for judging somebody incorrectly. That dulled the experience for me personally, but the fact that there are next to no hints for these, and if you were to straight guess, the number of combinations are way too high for one's patience to take. All of this just added difficulty to the overall game, so it actually really just leveled out. Speaking of hints, this game does have a hint system, which I will not show you here. Spoilers, obviously. It does a decent enough job at the start to help you out. Helped me find my way a couple times when I was lost, and it never does too much hand-holding, which will actually make some players happy. The problem here is that in some cases, it was pretty damn useless. It told me stuff I already knew, and did nothing to actually help me move forward. It'll tell you basic stuff like you need to open that thing over there, when you know that opening that thing is the only thing that you can't even attempt to do. This might actually force some players to look things up, not to mention that the hint system does not help at all with the analyze system. I'm not sure if the lack of real, justifiable assistance is done purposely, but if they give you a warning before you even turn it on, I'd assume that that meant only click this if you're really stuck, and we'll help you out. I'd be pissed if I was stuck on something and said, to hell with it, I'm just turning hints on so I can beat the game, only to be slapped in the face by the system, and still stuck.
And maybe the mere presence of a gun will remind you not to shoot off your mouth.
Gretchen.
I mean, give your fascinating opinion quite so freely.
At least, if you're stuck wandering around, that leaves you time to admire just how good the environments in this game look. This is all CG, but it looks hand-painted. The environments have a certain life to them that makes everything pop out. Every scene here is beautiful and a true work of art. Hell, even the music is pretty damn good. Granted, all of it could basically fall under the category of elevator music, but it's some damn good elevator music in my opinion. This game does a really good job of setting the atmosphere and immersing you into the location. Whether that be Paris, Venice, or even New York, it all looks good and it fits. I mean, look at the damn intro! This intro is freaking fantastic. Everything here fits. It's all gorgeous. It's too bad that the characters themselves don't follow the same level of quality. Normally I wouldn't nitpick about graphics, because I believe how good a game looks does not affect the quality of its gameplay. But considering that the environments here look fantastic and does a good job of putting you in a very scenic location, the characters themselves seem like they're doing everything that they possibly can to pull you right out. The models are crap, the animations are even worse. What the hell is going with this guy's forehead, and what the f*** is this? Why is my guy standing on a table? Okay, wait, I know why. It's because the table and the floor are painted on the same plane, and it looks great, but clearly it wasn't quality checked properly, or they just didn't care to spend the money in time to fix it. You know what though? You know what? I can forgive the horrible models and animations because of the voice acting. It more than makes up for it. They got some really talented voice actors for this one, I think. It's not Pixar magnificent, but I actually liked listening to all the conversations because the actors really put a lot of life into these characters. Every line feels authentic and vivid, and considering that participating in dialogue is the #1 thing you'll be doing in this game, it really needed to be good.
I don't suppose you have any more brilliant jokes.
Hell yeah. What's brown and sticky?
Do tell.
A stick.
It's not really funny, is it?
All in all, Moebius Empire Rising is a great game that I would recommend to anyone that likes point-and-click adventure puzzle titles. Only to people that like the hard shit though. If you like a good puzzle challenge, jump on this one. If you get frustrated easily, I wouldn't touch this one unless you want to look up every step. Some people like doing that though, but who am I to judge?
Did someone just come in? Thought I heard the bell.
I didn't hear it.
Alright guys, my name's Daxter with the Overshield.com. I hope you guys enjoyed the review and have a good one. Peace!